Alright, you guys, welcome to my random ass video for this week, and it's a really simple one considering the year ended. 2020 is no more. I figured I might as well talk about my 2020, although in past videos I've already mentioned it a little bit. Before we get into any details or anything like that, I got a new camera, in case you can't tell. The quality is definitely better, and it actually is full screen for the first time in a long time. Like, I have had it in a perfect square for so long, but this camera actually allows me to adjust for the sizes, so I actually have it ready and set as a good size for the whole screen. I'm so excited. And there's also a built-in light on it, so I have this like ring light thing going on, and I absolutely love it because it's way better lighting, I guess you could say, compared to the overhead light that I have above, which now I can move into the living room like it was originally supposed to be. But anyways, 2020, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a solid 8, which is kind of crazy given everything that's happened in 2020. But starting at the beginning, last January, I was working full time. I wasn't pregnant. Well, I was actually. I just didn't know it. And like, my life was totally different. I was taking a break from YouTube at the time. I didn't want to do anything. I was kind of burnt out. Yeah, I was big time burnt out, basically, and I just had to take a break from YouTube. And then in January, we flew back to California to visit my in-laws for a late Christmas, and when we came back at the end of the month, we found out I was pregnant, and that changed even more. And of course, going into the year, being pregnant, it was like so exciting and everything, and then the pandemic hit. I say loosely. And I had to work from home, and I thought my job was safe because, you know, customer service for an online store is kind of going to boom during, you know, where people have to stay home because people only can online shop. But no, they got rid of me within a month, which is great. You know, the job that we moved out here to North Carolina decided to just get rid of me, and I had to go on unemployment for a while. Luckily, my husband, he picked up another job, so he's still working 2 jobs. And everything like that, and it was kind of hard because that was my health insurance, so I had to switch health insurances to my husband, which thank God he even had it. Otherwise, if he didn't have his, I couldn't have been able to join, so I would have been out health insurance completely, which was not very good for being pregnant and being out health insurance, obviously. But with all these things being considered, him having health insurance, me able to get on it, him getting another job, they offered me the job back in less than a month because, of course, online shopping is going to bomb like crazy. And I said no, because the option was I go back to work and stress myself out, and I was having a really hard pregnancy. I lost 25 pounds because I was puking so much. And so I either go back to work and stress myself out, and then after the baby's here, only get 6 weeks at home. I think that was their policy. But at the same time, childcare is as expensive as almost my whole paycheck from that job would have been. So the option was go to work to pay for the childcare so that I can go to work, or just take care of her on my own. Well, with my husband's help, but you know what I mean, not with daycare help. So I was like, well, if my husband's okay with working the 2 jobs, he would have had to work the 2 jobs anyways, even if I went back, because that's just how the bills were working out and everything, which is unfortunate. But he was nice enough to keep working it at that point in time, so I stayed at home, which was kind of great with everything, because there's only one other time in my life I didn't work, and it was for 3 months, and when I broke my ankle, like 4 years ago or something like that. And it was mostly because A, my ankle was broken, couldn't really walk anywhere for a solid 2 months, and B, there was no one hiring out in California. It was kind of a terrible situation to be in, to be honest. So it was really nice having this break before she was born, and I think that helped me like 2020 more. Like, yeah, I lost my job, yeah, everything is different halfway through the year, and it's going to be even more different by the the last quarter of the year. But I had that solid time to relax and actually stay home and enjoy things and just grow a baby. And it made things a lot better. And do YouTube videos, because I jumped back into that back in April, I believe, after my little hiatus over the holidays last year, which is a long one, honestly. I was just so burnt out. But all of that, you would think would make for a pretty low year, but having my baby and honestly being at home now, doing YouTube, all of these things made me enjoy the year more. So I think I said it was an 8 out of 10. I stick by it being an 8 out of 10. And with all that being said, just a little review recap on games that I played the year, because I mostly play games on this channel. I wish I had more games I could say that were good, but 2020 was just a year of games that I was kind of meh about the entire time, which is weird to say. But, my favorite game that I played was revisiting SimCity Rome. That was so much fun to do because I loved that game when I was younger, and I still love it now. There's another game I'm going to play in 2021 that's also going to be a revisit, and I can't wait to get to that. It'll happen after Hellblade, hopefully, as long as I get through Hellblade and I don't get too frustrated. But I guess my favorite game that I got for 2020 was Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which came at the end of the year anyways. But the reason why I say that is just I was excited for it. I think it could have been better. It's a decent game. That's all I'm going to describe it as. It's a decent game. But I sunk 150 hours into it, got 100% completion on everything. So I definitely enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do next, because now I'm sucked back into the story again. That's what happens with Assassin's Creed, I feel like. One game is like a miss, and the next game you're like, oh my god. And the next game you're like, whatever, who cares? And the next game you're like, I'm drawn back in. It's just non-stop. And I keep blowing out my mic, apparently. I should stop talking so loud. Sorry if you hear background noise. The heater just turned on. But, yeah. So, moving forward, 2021, still 3 videos a week, unless I have time to do more, but I doubt it. I want to thank you guys all for staying with the channel, even though I took that break. And for everyone who's new here, thanks for coming. You should keep subscribing too, because maybe one day I'll hit 1,000. I don't know. I've only been on YouTube this is the 6th year. We're going on the 6th year. And I still haven't hit 1,000 yet. That's kind of sad. But I'm proud I have some videos that did pretty well, that have gone over 5,000. So that's nice to see something for my efforts. But yeah. Thank you guys for sticking around for the year. I hope your year wasn't as bad as the media makes it out to be, and I hope you found silver linings through everything, / found the good in what you were doing or what was happening in your life. And I can't wait to see what 2021 is going to be like. Hopefully even better, and hopefully with less having babies for me. Because I need a break. I need a year off, definitely. Thank you guys again. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.